This video is for Gustav Klimt's Tree of Life for the upper grades. Alright, so I got my black paper here, and I am going to kind of draw it out a little bit. For the younger grades, you can kind of just paint it on. You don't have to draw it first. For some of the older kids, especially some of the 5th graders that are really into art a little bit more, letting them draw it first in pencil might be a big help. I'm just going to start down here with the trunk. Hopefully you can see it somewhat. Paper's getting wet. Alright, so just a kind of a basic tree trunk, and I am going to just kind of put where I would want my branches to be, kind of a starter. We really just want lots of big curly cues. And what you would do next is finish out with how big the branch is going to be, how thick the branch is, and any additional curly cues. Okay. You can do as much detail here as you want, or as little. I'm going to kind of skimp a little bit on the detail just to try to keep our video time down a bit. Okay, so realistically we are just wanting lots of cool curly cues. Okay, and so after you get kind of your basic sketch done, you're going to start painting. And we're going to start with the metallic gold paint. The metallic paint is an acrylic, not a tempera like we normally use. It's a little bit thicker, and it doesn't dry as quickly, but this was what I could get the metallic in, and this project really needed the metallic. Klimt did basically his best works in his golden phase and metallics. So once you get your drawing ready, you just start painting. And then you have a buzzer go off in the middle of your video. And sorry about that. I'm kind of going quickly here. You would kind of expand these branches out. You want them to be kind of wide because that's going to give you a little bit more area to decorate later. And again, going kind of fast here. So I have to go pick up the kiddos. Got interrupted by the rumble show earlier. I had to go take pictures for the yearbook. Not that you really needed to know that. Okay, so once you really get some branches painted, and again, going very quickly here, once you get all the gold on there that you want, you can start doing the details. And a good way to let your gold get nice and dry is to work on the ground. Oh, didn't pour out any green paint. And for these projects, you don't need that much paint, which is kind of cool. All right, so while you're waiting for your gold to dry, pick out either your green or your brown, whichever one you chose for the ground, and you can start painting that part in. Okay. Especially on the darker paper, 2 coats is going to be what you need to do if you want these to really stand out. Okay, so after you do your ground, then you're going to go to your black and your white. And what the blacks and the whites are for, really just adding kind of fun details to your tree. So after you paint your gold and it gets a little bit of time to dry, then you can start having fun with it. adding details, adding designs, whatever. The same thing with the black. It is for adding designs with your black, just like you did with your white. And a lot of things you can do, you can even do things outside the tree branches. If somebody does make very skinny branches and they don't want to decorate it, they could decorate the space around the branches. There's lots of fun things you can do. The original even has these neat little mushrooms coming up, and there's also a bird on there. A quick and easy mushroom is just up, across, half circle on top. Fill it in. Basically, you got a mushroom. But have fun with it. Let them go. You might need a little bit of extra time with this one, depending on how detailed they get. But I think it's a pretty cool one. And you can use other papers besides the black. You can use like the dark blue, you can use a dark brown, you can use green, you could even go lighter and use tan or something. It's kind of up to you. Have fun with it.